Hey everyone, here's another video update for Treasure Reef. There is a dog in the background of this peninsula, and I think in this particular video we're just gonna take a look at this tank at its 10-day mark. So as I mentioned in my previous video, there is no sump here, so what you see is what you get. There's only a canister filter, and I actually am running into a few issues with the canister filter where I think it's just adding a little bit too much air bubbles, and I'm gonna give it another week before I'm gonna contact Oase or whatever the pronunciation is. Also, you'll see that here I actually have added everything at once, so it's an instant cycle tank. I'm not dosing any bacteria, but you know, there's a little bit of diatom here and there. Oh yeah, so here's the bubbles right there. So this happens every few minutes, and even when I push the filter around, more bubbles come out, but then somehow more bubbles get in. So if you're familiar with this particular issue, please let me know. I'm also dialing in the flow here. So I've replaced my MP40s with the Nero 5, as I think it's a little bit more direct flow, a little bit narrower, which is what I would prefer here. I want it to go long towards the end of the tank and then just kind of create this circular motion. I don't want too much of the flow to originate from the pump as it blasts the corals. I've also lifted the Nero 5 quite high up, and overall I think things are looking pretty decent. I'm really excited that the anemones are looking quite nice. They are pretty somewhat open, and they could be better. They're not super puffy, but for a tank that is only a couple of weeks, less than a couple of weeks old, that's not too bad. I haven't lost anything. Also appreciate your comments on the fish selection. So I will probably be yanking the two clowns out, and I really appreciate one of the users or viewers of YouTube suggesting skunk clowns, and I think that's something that I will try next. So I have not ever kept the pink skunk clowns, and I know that, you know, you can do the whole harem of them, and maybe that's exactly what I'm going to do. And here's the bubbles again. So I'll actually show you what I mean with the bubbles. So here's the filter, and if I push it around, you see how it's making that sound. So basically there's all this air, look at that, it just comes out. And even if I push it around a few times and send it back and forth, it kind of stops, and then the bubbles do get in there somehow again. So I'm not sure if it's a seal or you know, I might just got a lemon here. It's an expensive filter, so I'm definitely quite not happy with what's going on here. So, but I think I'll deal with it. I doubt it's actually harassing the corals, because I know a couple of years ago there was actually a thread talking about the micro bubbles, and some people were trying to introduce them into a reef tank. So I'm not too worried about that. So this is what the tank is at a 10-day mark. Still a few issues, but I haven't lost any coral. And I think I'm just going to continue adding some fish. The next fish that I will probably add is going to be the blue throat trigger. I think it's fairly docile, completely different pattern of movement. It's gonna eat like a pig, which is what I want, because I want lots of nutrients in this softy dominated tank. And probably just add one more tang in there, the skunk clowns. And by the way, if you have a suggestion on how many I should add, please write in the comments below. I think on Melod's Reef, I think he was adding like 17 clowns or something crazy like that. I obviously not gonna do this, but I might do a few. So let me know, should I go 2, 3, 5, 7? I think you're supposed to have an odd number. So if you have had any experience with it, please let me know. And I'll do another video in a few days just to kind of sum up on where we are at, and hopefully by that time the diatoms are going to be gone. Oh, look at this. So this is the what is it, the Austrina snail, Austria snail, whatever it is. This thing is was on the glass. I've pushed it over. It's been sitting like this for the past 3 or 4 hours. So I'm going to reach down and actually move it around, because otherwise this thing is going to die. It's amazing how they have not, how they still are alive as a species with this strange behavior. So anyways, thanks for watching. Quick video update, and catch you at the next episode. Bye.